22. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw his Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. A dump off here to Bolden. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Bolden. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 9, Carr. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. Touchdown, Raiders! A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, Their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Bolden. And he's got room. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run with Bolden. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's caught by Hollister. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Bolden. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final shot here before half for Carr. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Another run with Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And some room to maneuver.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr complete here to the right to Bolden. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Another run here with Sanders.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. It's caught by Sanders.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On play action, now Carr.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On second down now, Bolden, and room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run again with Bolden, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle they go. Bolden. And some space here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing his Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown. Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
looking to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard.
Oh, what a juke into space. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score. They get the